Here we are, having a nice 3,000 point Spearhead Game, Eldar versus Nurgle. Here's the Eldar force. I would call that a little bit mechanized. 3 Fire Prisms, 3 Falcons, and a Wave Serpent. The Wave Serpent contains the Farseer with Prince Uriel and 3 Warlocks. On foot we'll have a nice Wraith Guard squad, counting his troops. A monstrous squad, monstrous spearhead, and then a nice sized Eldar jet bike spearhead with led by a warlock.
Here we have a classic Death Guard army. My 2 spearheads that I'm taking are a super heavy Plague Reaper and 3 predators that are in a Tank Hunter spearhead. One has autocannon heavy bolters, the other 2 have all las cannons. 2 troops units, Plague Marines, 7-man each, both in a Rhino. One has Melta and Plasma Gun, the other has 2 Melta Guns. Squad of Chosen, 4 Plasma Guns and a Power Fist. They're also in a Rhino. 2 Obliterators. 3 Terminators, Mark of Nurgle, Reaper autocannon. There's a Chain Fist down there, a Power Fist over here, and a Champion with Twin Claws. Another 3-man unit, Mark of Nurgle. All 3 have Combi Meltas. And the one with the icon is also a Champion. A Land Raider, stock standard. A Predator, a Vindicator. We have a summoned Greater Demon here. And last but not least, a Lord in Terminator armor with a demon weapon and a Combi Melta.
Okay, we rolled Vital Ground and Cauldron. There is 1 minor objective. There's 2 inside the building. 3 is over here near the board edge. It's a nice big tower. And the vital objective is here on this, in the very middle of the second half of the table. Okay, let's see who goes first. Okay, Flight of the Valkyries. Here we've deployed. Nice. I forgot to mention earlier, the Fire Prisms are a Line Breaker Squadron. The Wraith Lords are Monstrous Squadron. The Fire Prisms or the Falcons are a Tank Hunter Squadron. The Wraith Guard are just troops. And the Jet Bikes over here are also just troops. And you can see there's our objective. And then going to the other side, that one's in there, right?
We have our 2 Plague Marines on one flank. Vindicator in the building. Chosen next to that. The Tank Hunter Squadron. Plague Reaper, and last but not least, the Land Raider with the Terminator Lord in it. In reserve, clearly the summoned Greater Demon has to come out. 3 Combi Melta Terminators with a Reaper autocannon, and the Obliterators.
Eldar movement phase, turn 1. The Wave Serpent with the Seer Council in it moves up. Fire Prisms move out. Wraith Lords start walking. The Guard are still in the building. Falcons move out. And the Jet Bikes move up. Eldar shooting phase saw for absolutely nothing getting removed, but Rhino is stunned, or shaken. Shaken Predator, destroyed Demolisher Cannon on the Plague Reaper, and a Shaken Land Raider. So there we go. We're all shaken up. Nurgle shooting, much better than Eldar shooting. Decimated the jet bikes. Blew a pulse laser off of a Bright Lance off of the Falcon there. Blew the Bright Lance off of the Wave Serpent. The Wave Serpent and that 1 Falcon cannot shoot today. And a lot of guys got out of their trucks. A little better shooting. We got the dropped the big tank, the big 10-inch template onto that Rhino, and bounced a lot of stuff off of things on the other side of the field. Now let's see how close combat goes.
Okay, we have the end of turn 2 here. And what has happened? In the shooting phase, we managed to down a fire prism over here. We did some shaking and some immobilizing and some weapon destroying on the tank hunter squadron here. Deep striking terminators that mishap got placed there and didn't do anything to Wraithguard. Deep striking obliterators mishap got placed there, and I think took out the prison cannon on the one that's dead now. This deep striking didn't mishap. They melta-gunned and killed that. Meanwhile, Terminator Lord assaulted the jet bikes that were there. They lost. They're now back there and fleeing. On the other side of the battlefield, the Seer Council and Ariel continued their assault on the Plague Marines, and they just wiped them out. Ariel did it single-handedly. Alright, we're at the bottom of 3 here. At the beginning of the turn, the greater summoned demon appeared and tore out of the champion that used to be in that Rhino. Rhino moved up, melta-gun Plague Marines disembarked and failed to destroy that. Over here, we took a lot of shooting from some Predators and some combi bolters on Rhinos and managed to kill 1 Warlock. Yep. Over here, we banged up the Falcon some more, but didn't really destroy anything completely. Took out some weapons, stunned, immobilized. Killed 1 of the bikes. Demon Lord charged in, rolled a 1 on his demon weapon and hurt himself. Raider Demon charged in, did not hurt a Wraith Lord, but Wraith Lord did kill 2 Terminators, and over here, stalemate combat.
Well, the first half of turn 4 went pretty well. This Wraith Lord killed the Plague Bearers and is pouncing onto the Rhino. One of the functioning fire prisms went flat out towards the objective just to start sitting there. The Wraith Guard finally killed their Nurgly Terminator and are moving back onto that objective. Absolute total miss for everybody. 3 wounds onto the Greater Demon, who saved them all, and the Greater Demon was unable to hurt the Wraith Lords at all. The Wraith Lord was forced to move towards this Rhino because he has rage, and attacked the Rhino, blew it up, and then consolidated 4 inches back by this Wave Serpent. The rear Ariel and the Seer Council took out 2 Predators, both with the 6-inch explosion. You gotta love that. This Fire Prism here did absolutely nothing. Well, no, he killed 1 of the Obliterators, and this guy pretty much made all the rest of his saves. It was well done, him. Over across the table, not that great. This Falcon turbo boost, or flat out it way back there because he's tired of shooting at the front of all these nasty tanks. And then this, the only Falcon with all its guns, totally nerfed against the Predator. And the lone Warlock is flying away.
Alright, here at the bottom of turn 4, we have no wounds on either side of this big mess. Fire Prism cannon was blown off by the Obliterator back there. Multiple las cannon shots at the Seer Council, all were saved. Land Raider shooting at the Falcon, didn't do anything. Plague Reaper did some split shooting. Las cannons here, failed to really do anything, but the Pus Cannon, Heavy Bolters, and Havoc Launcher wreaked havoc on the Wraith Guard squad. There are only 3 Wraith Guard left. Still falling back, and the Lord is trying to come out in the contested objective.
Okay, here we are, start of turn 5. The black and blue Wraith Lord was unable to hurt a Rhino, although he auto-pens. Basically, we took off 1 weapon. Kind of pathetic. The 2 Wraith Lords, however, were finally able to get rid of the Summoned Greater Demon due to the wonders of the no retreat rule. He failed his armor saves and died, tripping on his own body parts, I guess. Over here, we have a Fire Prism and a Wave Serpent, both without main turrets, who were unable to hurt an Obliterator, who will get around to killing them shortly. The Falcon basically scratched the back of the Baneblade, or the Plague Reaper, while the Wraith Lord destroyed his Predator quite easily, and then the Seer Council blew up the Plague Reaper. Very nice for them. Of course, now they're going to have to be shot at by a perfectly functioning Land Raider. Over across here, the Falcon, with all of his weapons but immobilized, was unable to hurt the Chaos Lord who's in the ruins, along with this Fire Prism, which has all its weapons, also shot at the same Chaos Lord and was unable to do a wound. Not that he made his saves, we were not able to wound. We had 3 Wraith Guard back in the on this objective. So, beginning of turn 5, Eldar is looking pretty good as far as holding objectives go. Okay, well, we called it and started packing everything up before we finished the end. Basically, we were unable to destroy the scoring units. So, on this objective back here, we had a Rhino and a Fire Prism. So the Rhino contested the Fire Prism's objective. The Wraith Guard back there had their objective. The Chaos Lord and the Falcon contested each other's objective. The objective that was made by the blown up Plague Hulk was contested. The primary objective was held by the red Wraith Lord. But of course, this Rhino had just fixed itself, so the red Wraith Lord would have been forced to go back and start attacking that Rhino, and then we would have maybe moved that Fire Prism back over. Been a lot of shuffling, but it ended up at what do we say, 4-1, or is it 4-0? 4-0. So 4 to the Eldar and 3 contested. So Spearhead is a great game. It's very fast moving and allows you to bring near apocalyptic units. But of course, the most deadly unit in this game was the Seer Council, with essentially Uriel having an invulnerable rerollable save. So he just went through, they killed the Vindicator, they killed 2 Predators, and then they killed the Plague Reaper in 1 turn each. And the 2 Predators were in a single turn, so that was just nasty. And they're something that comes right in off the regular board, the regular book. So it was pretty awesome. Uriel with a rerollable save, they withstood a lot of damage. And there he is, the man of the match, with his buddy, the Farseer, who gave his armor save the reroll capability. Alright, well, play Spearhead when you get some time. It's a great game. Alright, thanks. Bye.